Dirang, a place of immense scenic beauty, natural marvel, a place of bliss and quietude. Dirang has an idyllic location for a peaceful retreat in the hills of eastern Himalayas with the snow-capped mountains, gushing streams and lush greenery. It is located in West Kameng district in the Arunachal Pradesh. Kameng flows through Dirang. It is the Bhoroli or Jia Bhoroli river, a tributary of Brahmaputra. At the eastern Himalayan foothills, Dirang is at an elevation of around 5,000 feet. It is geographically a rich area. It is rich with its bioculture diversity. The area is enriched with tribal culture and traditions. Aka, Bogun, Brokpa, Miji, Sherdukpen, Monpa tribes belong to the Dirang region. Almost all tribes are Buddhist and they follow the teachings of Tibetan Buddhism. Life and livelihood are deeply rooted with the nature. Dirangjong, a historical site. It is a fort built in the 17th century to protect Bomdila from neighboring states.
This means those who speak our dialogue, we call it Dirang. And if you go to down, you call it around that place, there will be different dialogue. It's different from and Senge is different. Mazuki Thalu yang magulay to.
Yeah.
Ashi Thalu Mazuki yang magulay.
Apart from cultural heritage, Dirang should draw conservation importance from its natural heritage. The region indeed contributes to environmental economy, climate stability and human well-being. It provides crucial habitat to many iconic spaces. Songs of birds echo throughout the valley. Above all, Sangti Valley in Dirang is a wintering habitat of black-necked cranes. The migratory species comes here from Tibet, Qinghai Plateau in China and Ladakh. These birds forage in Sangti Valley near Dirang town and Chug Valley and Doblo River in Shergaon. They feed on the tubers of sedges, plant roots, earthworms, insects and other invertebrates, frogs and other small vertebrates.
When you come to Dirang, you can easily come to Sangti, 7 kilometers away from Dirang. Many bird lovers and ornithologists know Sangti Valley as a place of black-necked crane, a bird species come from Tibet in winter. Local people call it Thung Karmo.
They may also feed on fallen grains of barley, oats and buckwheat and will sometimes dig up and feed on potatoes, carrots and turnips. It is revered in Buddhist traditions and culturally protected across much of its ranges. A small group of 20 to 40 was once known to regularly visit the Huonhiri area in the Apatani Valley until 1975. But now they ceased. Black-necked crane is the most important of the migratory winged visitors to the Sangti Valley.
शाम को सोने का टाइम होगा
अब कहीं दूर में जाके सो जाता है, सुबह पहुंचता है फिर।
Arrival of the rare cranes are considered auspicious by the people and they revere the cranes as a symbol of fortune.
2-3 बार ट्राई करता है, से घूमके बैठता है, लास्ट में ऐसे करके चला जाता है, पहुंचे वापस, नेक्स्ट बार आए। उसमें तो कभी 7, कभी 8, कभी 5, कभी 2 ऐसे। ये 2 साल पहले वो नीचे खेती में 2, यहाँ 2 और उधर 2, उत्तर पश्चिम में 2 था। तो दूसरे लोग यहाँ नामने के लिए आता है, लेकिन उसने यहाँ आने नहीं देता है, वो खेत आता है और ऐसे करके बैठता था। बाद में अपना चला गया, वो देखने में खेती जगह ज़्यादा करने से ज़्यादा आता है।
खेती आजकल कम क्यों करते हैं?
आदमी लोग पता नहीं आजकल क्या खेती कम करते हैं।
The number of migratory avian visitors are in decline owing to loss and shrinking foraging area, changing agricultural practice, adventure sports, and feral dogs. Apart from shrinking foraging areas, high voltage power line and fennel dog pose threats to the winter visitors.
When I came in 2008 and 2009, 2010, in that duration, the birds were really happy being there and feeding very well. But in 2013, I noticed one thing, that some kids, they want to go close to the bird to photograph with their mobile phone or small cameras. So they got disturbed, I think, because after 2013, for 3 years, I think the bird were not coming to the place. But after 3-4 years, probably in 2017 or 18, I got them back there again. So I think once they get disturbed by the people, or if they think the place is not that safe for them, they don't come in the next year.
There were no sighting of cranes for few years since 2000. Later, they came back, but with a very few numbers. The decline in numbers of black-necked cranes is not only a matter of concern among conservationists, but of local people at Sangti too. Paragliding, drones are new disturbances to the crane folks. The birds encountered with strange flying objects like drones and gliders in the sky, and on their way back flies back to another place. Apart from the shrinking open space, cultivation land and fennel dog problems, growing tourism activities, movements of tourists, selfie tendency, close standing tendency, and various adventure sports appears as new serious threats to the black-necked cranes.
But birds are still coming. The good news is that during last winter, a number of birds were seen in Assam also. That means they are spreading in winter in 1 or 2 places in Assam.
It is the first sighting in the history of Assam. They stayed for 1 week in February 2021. Proposed hydroelectric projects likely to affect the roosting and foraging ground of these endangered species. Locals and Buddhist monks has been protesting hydroelectric projects as they are a grave threat to the natural balance. A group of Buddhist monks in Thung had opposed hydropower projects. Incident of firing by government forces took place and protester monks were killed and injured in Thung. Locals believe cranes are incarnation of 6th Dalai Lama, who was born in neighboring Thung. This species is classified as vulnerable in the IUCN Red List. Decline in numbers of the birds every year disappoints the locals of Sangti Valley. Disturbing activities are increasing day by day. Despite negativity and despair, people of Sangti expect forks of cranes. A season without any crane is believed as a sign of misfortune. They eagerly wait for the Thung Karmo every season.